Welcome back to the final stretch at the Wrocław Open 2025 presented by Innova. You're watching PRKD Media Europe. My name is Chris and by my side is Björn.
Welcome guys, also from my side. Looking forward to watch the back nine of our final round. What did we see on the front line, Chris?
We saw a mixed card again, but a very solid Jan defending his lead and actually extending his lead. I'm very excited about the back nine because we know the back nine offers a lot of birdie opportunities, and I'm just looking forward to seeing some great shots and great birdies.
Let's do this and collect a lot of birdies on the back nine.
Here we go.
Starting on hole 10, a par 3, only 71 meters, but you see our famous triple Mando. You need to get through there to have a good chance for birdie.
And here we go, Marius. Hoping not to go super high, because if you hit the fence here, you haven't passed the Mando yet. Oh, wow. I thought Jan was aiming for the little banner on top.
Real ace run here. Oh no, Ingemar's.
Happened there. Wow. I think this hole isn't too risky if you want to go for it, because as I said, if you hit the fence, you're still safe. You just cannot go over the fence, then you miss the Mando.
Wow.
Beautiful recovery shot.
Completely agree. I think Marius is going for a forehand roller again.
Yeah, that's the only chance he has. He could lay up there, but then it's a drop zone putt to save the par. That's actually a good outcome, I would say.
Yeah.
Didn't have much of a gap there.
Long birdie putt for Edgaras.
Yeah, that's where the drop zone is. It's about, I think it's about 20 meters. And wow, a very flexible Marius here. That would have been a nice one.
I completely feel this.
Oh, was that a layup?
That was a smart layup.
Yeah, you don't want to risk it and hit one of these twigs there.
Yeah, especially when you have a 9-stroke lead. Good par save after the
Absolutely
shot from the tee.
Yeah, a 5-meter tee shot. You don't see that very often there. So great recovery.
No birdies for our lead card. 3 pars, 1 bogey. Going to hole number 11.
It's a par 3, 120 meters. We get OB left and right, and there's a little island here on the left-hand side, which is also OB. What we typically see is a hyzer backhand. Even Jan is going for a backhand, which is, for him, not a common thing to do.
Ending up a little short, but not a bad spot to be.
Can it fade back? It does. Wow, just in time and perfect placement. Beautiful shot.
That was perfect, yeah.
Edgaras also lining up the backhand hyzer here. Oh,
that one is in danger.
Turns over, and it comes back. I think that it went OB.
I think that went OB, yeah.
Oh, Marius is going. Ooh.
That was lucky.
That was a close one. Yeah, it got us good approach there from the OB line.
Nice run from Marius. Do you remember that he hit the cable in the second round?
Yes, I do. Very spectacular, but also very unfortunate for him. And here's Ingemars with a chance for birdie. Yes, he gets it. We have a very exciting race for second between Ingemars and Edgaras. So you still have to attack the basket here. So this is Marius, I think, for his par. No.
He was struggling with the putt in round 2. Now again, keep it low. So unfortunately, 2 bogeys for our lead card, 1 par and a great birdie from Ingemars.
A very easy par cleanup for Jan. Hole 12, par 3, 75 meters. We get OB left, OB right, OB long. Typically, this is a stock hyzer backhand. You have these 2 guardian trees, but not a problem here.
Yeah, even if you hit the guardian trees, you have a circle 1 putt for birdie. Of course, hyzer forehand is also an option.
This typically plays as the easiest hole of the entire course in every round, and also in this round.
Yeah, it was the easiest hole today. We saw a lot of birdies.
Yes, 74 in total. Oh, Mario's going too straight and short. Meters left for Marius, and he gets it.
Good job.
That's interesting. I think he's sometimes struggling from the 6-meter range, but these long putts, they're looking really good. Also, I think Marius told me it's the first time for him to play in front of a camera. He said it's probably really exciting to see himself afterwards. How he plays, the kind of throws he makes. So, hey, now he's got 2 rounds of lead card material.
To analyze, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it's a great experience and great chance for every player. Hole number 13. Now we're going
long.
From the tee, we have a par 4, 200 meters, and a really wide fairway you can hit. There are some trees here and there. You want to miss them, especially in the beginning. This is the more common shot.
Yeah, even though this is 200 meters, it's the second easiest hole on the course here. Because I wouldn't say the only thing you need is distance, but if you have the distance, it's very easy. And very interesting, you basically have 2 options. Do what Edgaras just did, go around everything basically, just with a straight shot with a little bit of fade towards the left, and then from there you have a clear approach, probably 80 meters left.
And this is Jan's typical shot from this tee.
Yes, he wants this to turn over.
Wow.
Wow, and then fade out at the end.
Wow.
That's a beautiful shot. Yes.
150 meters, I would guess.
That was far, yeah. And that was also a little bit far, too far. Björn, do you think we will see another approach from the knee by Jan?
Yeah, he did that in round 1 because
he had to.
He had to.
It's a little pinched.
And did a perfect approach to the basket. And in hole 2, he did not throw from the knee with the second shot and went long. But this time,
yeah, also not going.
Just a solid standstill approach.
Oh yes. Now that was an easy one.
Marius with the long putt for birdie.
Looking at the basket. Spin out to the left.
Easy birdie.
No problem here for Jan. Yeah, he extends his lead to 8 for a short moment. Back to 7.
7 is still a comfortable lead.
Absolutely. Off to hole 14. That's our island hole, par 3, 84 meters. You see the white sandbags here. This is where you have to hit the island. Typically we see a sidearm. You got to be careful of the cables. A couple of players hit these cables. You see Ingemar is coming really close to them.
Ooh! And luckily rolled into the island.
Wow.
Shout out to Finland and Mika, who did an ace in round 2.
Absolutely, the only ace here on this hole in the entire tournament. Oh, this is hanging out wide left. Can it get a skip? Nope.
So we get to know the drop zone, which is around the birches. You can see here on the right.
Oh, Jan is going very high. Maybe a little short. Oh. Wow, is he on top of these bags? Ooh. You got to be careful that you don't skip out of the island here. The grass played pretty fast because it was a little bit rainy. Ingemar's going for birdie and gets it.
Good job.
Marius with a long putt here.
It's also familiar with this spot, or at least with this side of the island.
Yes, I think that's exactly where he was standing in round 2. I guess he didn't expect it to drop.
Yeah.
But it's too easy for Jan.
Maybe the little bit of luck you need to have this comfortable lead on the lead card. Nevertheless, well done.
And a par here for Marius. 2 birdies, a par, and a bogey.
We're going to hole number 15, our one and only par 5. You have a very huge fairway, 311 meters to the basket. We had a tailwind standing on the tee, so you need to be careful with the OB on the left side, especially on the first shot, because you need to keep it on the left side because of all the trees you can see on the right. But after you pass them, you have a very open fairway.
Yeah, here it's quite narrow on the right side. You can hit the trees and then you're in trouble. We saw that every once in a while.
That was a perfect tee shot.
So I guess you want the full flight. Hyzer to a little turnover and come back to a solid fade. But you can also do a more conservative shot. That is definitely not a conservative shot. This is in danger, but seems to be safe.
Yeah, usually the right side OB is not in play on the first shot.
Oh, this is
This one was close.
High, but
No, not a problem for Edgaras. Maybe a little bit too close to the trees.
But here on the right-hand side, you see how close Marius came to the OB line.
For sure, he overturned his tee shot a little bit. But the second shot is great.
Yes. Yeah, I think with the first shot, you can go with the sidearm, be on the conservative side. Just get out there. And then just 2 more throws and you're at the basket. And all of these guys have the necessary distance to reach the basket.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think even with... Wow.
That was OB for a short moment and came back.
Yes. Oh, this is over the OB now, and oh wow, also fading back.
Shout out to our lead cut showing us a complete fairway.
Yeah, that was a little bit difficult to film because you can see Jan is here on the left hand side, Ingemar is all the way to the right hand side, so we had to go back and forth quite often. But also shout out to these guys. Every once in a while they were also just waiting for us until we recovered. So that was a great group, great card. Super nice guys.
I completely agree.
Is it stable enough to come back? Yeah.
A little short, but in circle 1.
And that's a beautiful approach for a 4-meter putt.
Rare miss from our leader.
But I think it's okay for him. You don't see a frustration in his face. He probably feels really comfortable with that 7-stroke lead. Of course, you always want to take home as many birdies as possible.
Nice birdie.
Oh, there was the tap. Yeah.
Birdie tap. Now Ingemar's also putting for birdie for his 5th in a row.
Wow. That's insane. Well done. Yeah, you can see there's a little gap between Ingemar's and Edgaras now. It's very difficult for Edgaras keeping up with the pace here. Especially that bogey on the island hole. That probably hurts.
Three holes left. Next one is hole number 16, a par 3. We have 92 meters. OB on the left, on the right, and a little OB island in the middle of the fairway. I think we see a lot of forehand throws now. You have to be careful not going too long.
But
that
also
one is
not
looking
going
good.
too short, Björn.
That was just fine.
Yes. What did you throw here?
Unfortunately, I don't have the power in my forehand to
Really?
go that line. Yeah, I did it the other way around. I did throw a backhand hyzer over the trees, you can see, and it worked. And the other round, it did not work.
I think the backhand is a little trickier because you don't have the gap, so you have to go high, spike it, and hope that it stays where it lands. Left hand side, you always have this little gap there, so even if you're too low, you can still get through. Well done.
Wow.
He needs that to keep up with Ingemar's. And the tap, there you go. Let's call it the Edgaras birdie tap. Marius. A little low.
Again, a little low. Nice, birdie number 6.
Okay.
Also nice birdie from Jan. And with Ingemar's on fire, it's even more impressing that Jan can keep the lead, the comfortable lead.
Absolutely. So 3 birdies and a par for our card here. Hole 17, par 3, 75 meters. We get OB left and right. Also, there's a mandatory just right after the tee pad. You have to play it to the left. You can't go too long because you have the creek in the back. Oh, this is a
yes,
nice
it passes.
here.
Guardian tree.
Yeah, you typically want to go low and play with the skip. Just like that, maybe a little bit too long.
Surprisingly, getting through everything.
3 really great shots so far. Here's Marius. Interesting line. Gets caught up by the tree and is left with a C2 putt from 11 meters. Can he? No, doesn't get it. Edgaras really needs that to have a chance.
Yeah, and is collecting the birdie here.
To overtake Ingemar's here.
Another birdie for Jan.
Wow.
It must be a great feeling going with such a comfortable lead to the last hole.
Yes. So Ingemar's really, he needs that to also go into the last one with a very comfortable margin ahead of Edgaras here.
And we cannot mention it often enough. It's now birdie number 7 in a row.
That's phenomenal. But also Edgaras, he has 5 birdies in the past seven holes, I believe. So great competition here. A final hole, a par 4. We got OB left and right. Typically, you see the players not really lay it up, but aim for the pole here on the right-hand side. If you make it past that pole, I would say you're good to go for the approach. Oh, looks a little early to
I think it's fine.
Late to the right. Oh yes, super fine.
Good job.
Jan going with the sidearm.
Of course.
Anything else would be a surprise. Nice shot.
Yeah.
He's got so much power in his sidearm. That's insane.
We see a flex shot from Marius.
Yes,
maybe to become
push.
CTP. Yeah, nice shot.
It's a big one. Yeah, I think from there you have about 65 left.
It's third easiest hole. Our lead card is showing us why.
But leaves it a little bit short. Oh, this looks like a putt-off between Ingemars and Edgaras here.
Wow.
Fantastic approach.
Oh, a huge drive from Marius. Looks like a short approach. With a very slow disc.
Björn, did we see an eagle here? I think we didn't. But this is definitely an eagleable hole, I would say. Edgaras gets the first birdie here.
Completing his round with a birdie tap.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Birdie number 8 in a row.
8 out of 9. in the back nine. Yeah, you see that huge smile there by Ingemar's. Great finish.
Nice birdie also from Marius. Looks like we're having a star frame here to complete the tournament.
Yes. And here is your Wrocław 2025 presented by Innova Champion, Jan.
So well deserved.
Very impressive with a -22. And here's our final leaderboard. Jan securing the victory with a -22. Ingemar's finished second with a 16 under par, and Edgar's finished third with a -12. Marius fell a little bit behind here, finishing -6th, tied for 7th. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. We hope to see this tournament coming back again next year.
It was very fun also to do the coverage, but even more to play the beautiful course. That was a great event.
Absolutely. I hope you guys enjoyed the coverage. We would love if you tune in for the next tournament.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.